After 50 years of research delving into our brains,
hello, Steve, can you hear me?
Observing the birth of language in children, studying songbirds and investigating anatomy, scientists have come to the inescapable conclusion that we're built for speech. And that can only mean one thing. The origin of language must lie in our genes.
It would be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
te je twanu o gene mil jae ta?
Singakwazi na ukusiqondisisa.
Unpicking the genetic component of language is a huge challenge. From the thousands of genes that make up the human genome, it seemed almost impossible to identify a gene that has an influence on the multitude of functions behind speech. But 20 years ago, Farineh Varga Kadem, a neuroscientist from University College London, was introduced to a British family that had a very unusual speech defect. A family who would help solve the mystery of how we speak.
When they are speaking, they give the impression that they are deaf. But in fact, they are hearing individuals, but they give the impression that they are deaf because their speech is not clear, so people have got difficulty understanding them.
When our children was born, they found it very harder, severe, for talking.
But some people at school take a mick out of me.
Farineh and her team spent several years testing the abilities of affected and unaffected members of the family so they could fully diagnose the condition. To protect their identity, they were named the KE family.
When it comes to the KE family members who are affected with this speech and language disorder, they're very normal in every other way. They, of course, have a very specific speech and language problem, but their thought processes and their communication abilities in other ways are perfectly normal.
Hoping they'd find a link between affected family members, a geneticist joined the team.
The family at the time consisted of 30 members, and 15 of the members had inherited a speech and language disorder from the grandmother.
The first genetic study was able to locate the general area of the abnormality. It was on chromosome 7, and all the affected family members had it. Reflecting its obvious importance in their ability to talk, the research team called it Speech 1.
Speech 1 was located on chromosome number 7, but where exactly on chromosome number 7 and which particular gene was it was something that would have required several more years of investigations until the actual gene was detected.
Then, out of the blue, a totally unconnected child with the same type of speech defect was brought in to see them.
And when you think that in this big wide world, the same kind of problem presents itself in the same country, in the same location, but to the same person. So you really have to recognize that there's a huge element of luck that was involved in allowing this discovery to be made.
Finally, they had the breakthrough they needed. Tests on the new child's DNA revealed that part of his chromosome 7 was clearly broken off. And to their amazement, Farineh and her team found a mutation in the KE family's DNA, in exactly the same location.
Findings suggest that many people with speech disorders could have a 40 gene.
After years of searching, they'd finally found a gene, one that controls our unique ability to shape words. They called it FOXP2.
FOXP2 seems to have a very important role on the control of this part of the face in order to be able to communicate the tiny movements that are required in order to sequence the speech sounds that results in our fluent speech.
是你谈话的能力
Your ability to talk.
Your ability to talk.
Della tua capacità di parlare.
The discovery of FOXP2 in humans marked a significant step forward for linguistic science. One family had unlocked some of the key secrets of speech in all of us.
This kind of a connection between a single gene and a cognitive capacity like speech and language is quite remarkable to be able to demonstrate.
It was later discovered that all vertebrates have a version of this gene, but just 2 tiny changes in the human form has meant the difference between making noises and producing speech.
It looks like this period where these changes occurred may have coincided with the time that modern humans had come about.